वसुदेवसुतं देवं
वसुदेवसुतं देवं
कंसचाणूरमर्दनं
कंसचाणूरमर्दनं
देवकी परमानन्दं
देवकी परमानन्दं
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं
नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे
नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे
पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र
पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र
येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णा
येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णा
प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः
प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning from wherever you are joining for the Bhagavad Geeta class. This now we are covering the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Geeta. It's for a chapter on meditation, Dhyana Yoga. At the beginning of the chapter, Sri Krishna defines what yogi means. Yogi means he says yogi and sannyasi are synonyms. They are synonyms, and sannyasi or yogi doesn't mean changing the color of the cloth, one becomes a sannyasi or a yogi. Or one doesn't cook for himself or herself, doesn't qualify that person to be called as a sannyasi. And Sri Krishna beautifully explains this one. The goal of our life is beautifully, he starts off with this one. Shri, repeat after me. Shri bhagavān uvācha.
Shri bhagavān uvācha.
Anāśhritaḥ-karma-phalaṁ.
Anāśhritaḥ-karma-phalaṁ.
kāryaṁ karma karoti yaha.
Kāryaṁ karma karoti yaha.
Sa-sannyāsī ca yogī ca.
Sannyāsī cha yogī cha.
Na niragnir na chākriyaḥ.
Na niragnir na chākriyaḥ.
And karma, that the difference between a yogi and the ordinary, it is only the concept. Mental concept is only the difference. Action, both of them do the action, both of them will be doing the same. The yogi or a non-yogi, they will be doing the same, only the concept is different. Only the mental attitude is different. And ordinary person does action for me and my family. Me and my family alone, whereas a yogi or a sannyasi is the one who does action for the whole world. Both are busy. That ordinary person, I am only concerned about myself and my family. And yogi is the one, he has the vasudhaiva kutumbakam, whole world is as in his vision, whole world is part of the family. This for me, my family is me, my wife and my children. For this yogi, whole world is part of the family. And the both does the action. When I work for only for me and my family, it binds, it is a limited one. When I work for the whole world as a big family, work becomes a celebration. You never will get tired. When I work for myself and my family, 9 to 5 work, I get exhausted. In the weekend, I want to relax. I don't want to do anything. It's a time for myself. I'm exhausted. Whereas a yogi, when the concept of the attitude behind the action is the whole world, is in line of sight, who are doing the work for the whole world, that person never will get tired, bubbling with energy, and that person is not bogged down. Sri Krishna says that person becomes a yogi. He is prompting all of us to move away from limited us to unlimited. Do not limit yourself. confine yourself. Sorry, I have family commitment. Sorry, I can't do. Sorry, I can't do. And that is the story of 99.99% of the population. What about 0.001%? Shri Krishna is urging all of us to come to that bracket. That you become something extraordinary. See the exuberance of energy within. And in yoga it is called as awakening of Kundalini. Awakening of Kundalini, these are the methods. Only change the concept of your thinking, how the Kundalini is awakened, how the energy, bubbling energy comes out. Only change the concept behind your work. Yam sannyasamiti prāhur.
Yam sannyasamitir prāhur.
Yogaṁ tam viddhi pāṇḍava.
Yogaṁ tam viddhi pāṇḍava.
Na hyasannyasta-saṅkalpo.
hyasannyasta-saṅkalpo.
Yogī bhavati kaśhchana.
Yogī bhavati kaśhchana.
ārurukṣhor muner yogaṁ.
ārurukṣhor muner yogaṁ.
uchyate.
uchyate.
yogārūḍhasya tasyaiva.
tasyaiva.
uchyate.
uchyate.
To begin with, to get started, you have to work towards that one and get motivated. You have been under slumber, you have been whiling away time, and in Mandukya Upanishad there is a sloka also. Laye sambodaye chittam vikshiptam shamayet punaha sarkashayam vijaniyam samam praptana vichalayet. And lying down, you are lying down always horizontal, lazy, lethargy, and in tamas, I am spending my life. It is saying, get out, come out of your tamas by doing, get involved, be dynamic, be active. When you are dynamic, when you are active, now mind becomes very restless. Now calm the mind and by samam praptana chalayet, shama, and focus calm the mind, serene the mind, serene the mind and remain in serenity. And in the Mandukya Upanishad talks about that one, and same message is conveyed here. Initially you are in slumber, get active. Once when you are busy, so busy, I am stressed at my work, I am stressed, I am doing so many things, I am stressed. And when you are stressed, when you are so busy, rajasic mind, you are a right person for meditation. And a lazy person who is in slumber, sleeping 18 hours a day, and that person cannot be woken up. That person, for him, yoga is not for that person, cannot be awakened. One is a dynamic person. One is so active, dynamic, mind is restless, agitated, disturbed. That mind alone can be brought to control and elevate and remain there. And Shri Krishna says, initially, awaken. You are, most of us are complaining, I am stressed at work. I can't handle the work pressure. So restless, I can't sleep. So agitated, I can't sit. My mind wanders here and there. Shri Krishna says, now, you are the right candidate. Now, calm your mind and my mind. Now, it's slowly disengage yourself, thinking that my work, my job, my company, my boss, my salary, and same work, you do that one as an expression of joy. It's an expression of joy. When I limit myself, I have to get the bonus end of this year, I have to go on a holiday, this family, my children, I have to work, otherwise what will happen if I lose the job? But on the other token, do the work. You got an opportunity to bring the best in you, work as a celebration. Then when you are doing, you are no longer bogged down whether you will get a job or get sacked or whatever. That joy, that best in you is coming out, that itself will take care of your future career. And yada hi nendriyarteshu
यदा हि नेन्द्रियार्थेषु
na karmasv-anuṣhajjate
कर्मस्व-अनुṣhajjate
sarva-saṅkalpa-sannyāsī
sarva-saṅkalpa-sannyāsī
yogārūḍhasya
yogārūḍhasya
uddhareratmanatmanam
uttareratmanatmanam
na atmanam avasādayet
न आत्मानं अवसादयेत्
atmaiva atmano bandhuh
आत्मैवा ह्यात्मनो बन्धुः
atmaiva ripuratmanah
आत्मैवा रिपुरात्मनः
bandhuratma atmanastasya
बन्धुरात्मा आत्मनस्तस्य
yenatma atmanajitah
येनात्मा आत्मना जितः
anatmanastu śhatrutve
अनात्मनस्तु शत्रुत्वे
vartetatmaiva śhatru-vat.
वर्तैतात्मैव शत्रुवत्
Your mind alone is your friend, mind alone is your enemy, and do not let your mind to let you down. If you are under depression, anxiety, stress, and underperforming, your mind is not cooperating. If you are so motivated in your life, it is because of the mind. Make your mind a friend, the closest friend, and its closest friend is your mind, and use the mind as a friend to uplift yourself. And if you are slipping down, do not get into unnecessary argument with the wrong people, wrong society, wrong company, always thinking negative. It makes your mind dull. For example, now Melbourne has, Victoria has slipped into the next round of lockdown, and it is easy if I turn on the social media or talk to some people, only complaining negative things. Yes, it is inevitable. What can you do? And if I start discussing so long, my mind becomes very weak. I feel helpless. I feel helpless in this situation, and on the other token, utilize this time. Whatever time is there, that time is a golden time. Any time is a good time for a sadhaka. This is a God-given opportunity to 1 week of lockdown, 5 days of lockdown may be extended. But this is an opportunity. There is no travel time for you to work. And utilize that extra time for your sadhana and for reading, and try to go deep within and strengthen your roots, and be positive. Always associate with positive people to uplift your mind. Never let yourself go down by associating with the wrong company, and your mind is responsible for if you are successful, mind is responsible if you are failure in your life. Jitātmāna praṣāntasya paramatma samāhitah śhītoṣhṇa-sukha-duḥkheṣhu tata mānāpamānayoh jñāna-vijñāna-tṛiptātmā kūṭa-stho vijitendriyah yukta ityuchyate yogī samaloṣṭhāśma-kāñcana. And yogi, when the mind is so elevated that nothing can tempt that person to move away from the exalted state. When the person is so inspired in that life, in that person's life, and people may tempt that person, come this way and come for a party, while away your time, go this, nothing can tempt the person to move away from when the person is so elevated, he or she never will come out of the exalted state. For that person, a rock or a lump of clay or a gold are the same. Whether people say that I will give you so much of money, so much of temptation, bribe or whatever, nothing can be tempted. That person never gets tempted by that one, because that person has realized the purpose of life. So elevated, so motivated, so self-inspired. That person, for him, and when he has seen the higher, these are the trivial things. A rock or a precious gem or a gold or lump of clay are the trivial things, because that person has experienced the higher things in life. That for that one, a yogi sama losta ashma kanchana, and that person always calm, and for that person the dualities of life, like cold weather, hot weather, or praise or censure, and bad time or happy time, that person can cope with extremities of life, whether it's a lockdown here or unlockdown, doesn't matter. That person, he is not losing the mind. Whether lockdown or no lockdown, that person has established himself or herself within oneself. Suhranmitra udasina madhyastha dvesha bandushu sadushvapi cha papeshu samabuddhir vishishyate yogī yunjita satatam atmanam rahasi sthitah ekaki yata chittātmā nirāśhira aparigraha. And yogi yunjita, so integrated mind is integrated, not a scattered mind. And atmanam rahasi sthitah, and that person revels within, and ekaki enjoys one's own company. It's many people, they say, I'm bored in my life, I want to go to someone's place, let us go on a holiday, let us go on a shopping. I'm so bored. We want to see what is the new release in the shop. A new catalog has come from the shop. This weekly catalog, I want to see what is new in the market. And this person, happy within, ekaki yata chittātmā nira asha aparigraha, and not that greedy person. Never that asha means always not satisfied within oneself, want more and more. I want more. And aparigraha, that person, and it's not holding a begging bowl in front of everyone. Give me more, and satisfied within. Like, for example, the founder of the big corporate's wife, Infosys wife, Narayan Murthy's wife, Sudha Murthy ji, that recently she said, though every year her organization does the charity of more than 100 crore. It's a big charity, various organizations they are involved in, involved in humanitarian project. She was saying that I am leading a very simple life. If a burglar comes to our house, he or she won't get anything, only few saris or few cloths. That's all they will get. They won't get anything. We are leading a very simple life. Though very successful in their personal life and got lot of money got a lot of wealth, the charity 100 crore or more, maybe every year, maybe 20 million, 30 million or even more, and they have a department for looking after the charity, who is the right person to give the charity, and whether money is utilized properly, to follow up, and that humanitarian project she was involved, and big, that itself is a big full time. And she was saying that if somebody comes, they won't get anything in my house. I have only a few saris or a few clothes, that's all, and they get. And she was saying that if somebody calls me for a party or some function, chit-chatting, I never will go. I am so busy. I don't have time for just attending a wedding ceremony or a cup of coffee or some meeting celebrity. I don't have time for those things, and I have better things to do in my life. These are the people. It's how an inspired person leads a life. We need a benchmark. Shri Krishna is talking about that one. It is not just a theory. We can observe how inspired people in the world are behaving in the society. Is it just a theory or it is practical? And our Sudha Murthy ji, she is a practical example. Whatever so far we have covered in this shloka. Shucho deshe pratishtapya stiram asana atmanaha natyuchritam nati nicham chaila jinakushottaram. And that person, that house, and that person leads a pure life, not an impure life, and also that the house is clean, mind is clean, and seat of meditation also clean, and not a dirty place, and everything scattered around. And some places, and I have seen they have thrown even the Bhagavad Geeta, everything on the floor. People are walking over that one and moving the Bhagavad Geeta book or Ramayana book, or kicking the scriptures also by leg. No respect for that one. It has to be kept in a right place. Shucho deshe pratishtapya. Establish in that one. Now your seat, the place of your meditation is not too high. If you put so many, it's a high stool, you may be scared that you may fall off if you sit for meditation. If it is too low, you may think you are sinking in. And if it is too low, it's the place should be above the ground. And when you are sitting, ideally your body should not touch the ground. Why it should not touch the ground? The energy, when you are doing the energy, the sadhana, your energy gets dissipated. Like a conductor, it gets dissipated through the ground. You need some sort of insulator. People who are in electrical engineering, they know whenever they are doing a testing of any live instruments, they insulate themselves. Live equipment, electrical equipment, they need an insulator. One insulator, and one is not to sit on the floor directly. And second one, you need an insulator. The Sri Krishna is talking about chaila ajina or vyagra ajina. Ajina means skin. Chaila means sit on a deer skin. As I mentioned last week, we are not hunting any deer skin. Natural death, deer skin is available. You can sit on that one, and on that one, kusha uttaram, on the top of that one, put the kusha grass, the dharba, the grass, the mat, and you can put a cloth also, cotton cloth, you can sit on that one. Or Vyagra Ajina, again Vyagra means tiger skin, people used to sit, they are observing, they want to cut off from the society, they sit on the Vyagrajina. Otherwise, for general people, it is who are involved with the community is Chailajina. You sit on that one. Even if the even Chailajina or Vyagrajina it is not available, you can sit on and some wooden plank, and on that you put some cloth and sit on that one. And the purpose is you insulate yourself. And you are not sitting on, last week I mentioned, sitting on the leather, it's a cow skin or a donkey skin or a monkey skin or a kangaroo skin. They are if you sit on that one, it disturbs your mind. Instead of bringing the focus into the mind gets very agitated. Whereas if you sit on the deer skin or tiger skin, or at least the wooden plank with a cloth on that one, it is your private place. Mind becomes tuned very quickly. When you are doing the sadhana over a month, over a year, over a length of time, the moment you sit there, your mind gets tuned very quickly. Mind doesn't wander here and there. And also, last week I mentioned, when you are sitting, face east or north, and if both two are not possible, then west. Or if all three are not, you have to do only these three, never to the south. And have an altar, the chosen ideal in front of you, and light up a lamp, and lamp indicates the light. You are doing the meditation, that light, the light, outside light, it's a gross light. That it's a symbol. May that light enlighten within, may the darkness within gets dispelled. You can, the symbolism of lighting up a lamp, that light may it dispel the darkness from within. Tatraikagram mana kritva yata chittendriya kriyaha upavishya asane yunjat yoga atma vishuddhaye. Why I am doing meditation? What is the purpose of meditation? It is saying that Atma Vishuddhaye, to purify our mind. Earlier it said, mind is your friend, mind is your enemy. It is not cooperating properly because it has filled with many impurities. Do the meditation, Atma Vishuddhaye, to distill the mind, to take the heavy things, which are disturbing things. By meditation, it starts settling down. The clarity in thinking rises up. Yoga Atma Vishuddhaye. And up to here, last week we touched upon. Then Samam Kaya Shiro Grivam. Samam Kaya Shira Grivam Dharayan Achalam Stiraha Samprekshya Nasika Agram Swam Dishashchana Avalokayan Samam Kaya Shiro Grivam Dharayan Achalam Stiraha Samprekshya Nasikagram Swam Dishashchana Avalokayan Samam Kaya Shiro Grivam Dharayan Achalam Stiraha Samprekshya Nasikagram Swam Dishashchana Avalokayan. Yes, I have sat on the seat you mentioned, and direction is right. I have light up a lamp also. And now what I have to do? Shri Krishna says, when you are sitting, samam kaya shirogrivam. Sama means in line. Kaya means body. Shira means head. Griva means neck. Body, neck and head in one line. Your spine is not, you are not sitting like this, or you are not sitting like a question mark, putting a hand on the head. Oh, what is my misfortune? I had to sit here. It's a torture, sitting for a meditation. It is not a torture. You sit back, neck and head in one line, and it is an asana. Asana, when you sit from behind, if somebody is looking at you, they should not be able to see your spine. The spine is not visible. If you are hunching like this, the spine protrudes out. Spine should not be visible from outside. When you are sitting, pull the spine in. Pull it in. Pull it in. Spine is not visible from behind. And then samam kaya shirogrivam, body, head and neck in one line, and dharayan achalam sthiraha, and you maintain that posture. When you are sitting, you are not moving like this or like this. In Indian language, it is if you start moving here and there, it is called as hati. Like ane, they say in South India, like ane, like elephant. Do not move like an elephant. Elephant cannot sit in one posture, cannot maintain a posture. Its trunk is swinging, wagging here and there. If the trunk is still, its tail is wagging here and there. If tail is steady, one leg is up, another leg is up. One leg up, other leg up. If the legs are steady, its ears are moving here and there. And it is very, very unsteady. Don't be like an elephant. Dharayan achalam sthiraham. Maintain the posture. Sit in a comfortable, steady posture. And dharayan achalam sthiraha. Sam prekshya. Then what you have to do? And you are bring all your attention. Gaze. Bring all your mind, all attention to the single point to begin with. Now I mentioned have a chosen ideal in the front. If you do not have a chosen ideal, suppose you are doing outside, you are doing in a Himalayan cave, for example. When you are doing that one, now bring all your attention, bring the focus, get the garner the energy, build up the energy. Agra means here, mula means here. Nasika agram, you bring your attention as if you are gazing in the tip of your nostrils. And it is why it is said only that otherwise when I am sitting here, my eyes are going here and there. Who is coming? Who is ringing? Why that person hasn't rang? I will lift up the mobile. Oh, no call. And did I miss any text message? And my mind, my eyes are going here and there. No mobile in your meditation room. And if somebody rings, they can wait. Your time is most precious. They can wait, and this time is for you. And you are here, and do not look here and there. Do not look here and there. Bring your attention to the tip of the nostril. To bring the attention, start with. And dishashchana avalokayan. Not to look here and there. Move your eyeballs here and there, neck here and there. And bring the attention steady. Gaze at the tip of your nostrils. Now, dishashchana here. As it is, when you start doing that one, it is leading to what mudra called as Shambhavi mudra. Shambhu. Shambhu means one brings in good to us. Steadying the mind, bringing the mind to the Shambhavi mudra, it will bring the good to us. Good to us here, and as you are doing, your gaze without any effort starts moving between the eyebrow center, mula, nasika agra, nasika mula, and it goes unknowingly. Your attention starts flowing up through your ajna chakra. When it is going, this part is called as that ajna chakra, seat of intuition. The person who is meditating, his or her, the sixth sense is open. That person can comprehend things much better than what others are seeing. This person gets intuition. When that person reads a scripture or contemplates, many meanings starts dawning within. Here, the Shambhavi, from here, slowly it goes up, the intuition awakens. The human, the being we are born as a human, that until this, it is says in yoga, until this is awakened, you are just an animal. There is no difference between the animal and you. There is no difference. You are also, animals also busy looking after the stomach, what next, when is the next meal, what dish, only, and eating and sleeping and marrying. Only that one, there is no difference. And when the intuition awakens, the human, the purpose of human life gets opened up. You are awakened to the new world altogether. The purpose of human life to awaken the intuition center. Shri Krishna is slowly taking us to become, from becoming an ordinary human, how to become an extraordinary human. Dishascha avalokayan. And for that, you have to learn to sit. To learn to sit, that is why we do yoga. Yoga asana, various postures we do. Twisting, turning, bending, forward bending, left bending, right bending, and back bending, and so many asanas we are doing. The ultimate purpose of all asanas, you are able to sit in one posture without discomfort for a length of time and garner all your attention to the tip of the nostrils and make an attempt to awaken the intuition center. Prashantatma Vigatabhihi Brahmachari Vrate Sthitaha Mana Samyamya Machitto Mana Samyamya Mat Chitto Yukta Asita Matparaha Prashantatma Vigatabhihi Brahmachari Vrate Sthitaha Manasamyamya Machitto Yukta Asita Matparaha Prashantatma Vigatabhihi Brahmachari Vrate Sthitaha Manasamyamya Machitto Yukta Asita Matparaha. When you are sitting for meditation, calm mind, serene mind, prashantatma, not carrying a load that I am so stressed, my teacher asked me to sit for meditation for 10 minutes, every 2 minutes I am looking at the watch, is it 10 minutes? Is it 10 minutes? Is it 10 minutes? Or to wake me up of my meditation, I set an alarm also for 10 minutes. Wake me up. I have to rush. I am on run. I put an alarm and it's 10 minutes and 10 minutes at 8 minutes itself started looking as my alarm has gone off. or is it working or not? I am so worried. And every 2 minutes I am looking at the watch. And prashantatma, no anxiety, no stress. The time you have given, it is your time. Without any stress, prashantatma, with joy, smile on your lips. You are enjoying spending time for yourself. You hardly give time for yourself. Now you are so fortunate. You have so much of luxury in your life that you are able to give time for yourself. A person who is an impoverished person is the one, he or she cannot give any time for oneself. A luxury person is a very luxurious person, leading a very luxurious life. And that person is the one who can give time for oneself. And you have that luxury. And prashantatma, enjoy the luxury. Prashantatma vigatabihi, without any fear. What will happen? What will happen if I lose the job? If I lose something? If I lose the property? If I lose my investment? And I invested in Bitcoin, now it is $60,000 I paid for one Bitcoin. What happens if it crashes? And so much of worry. Vigatabihi, without any worry. Prashantatma vigatabihi. Brahmachari. Brahmachari, when you are sitting here and my meditation, I am doing the meditation on silly things in my life. How can I take revenge against the neighbor? How can I do that one? Some silly things. And it says, Brahmachari, when you are sat, giving the time for yourself, something think about, something lofty, the goal of your life. Think of the bigger picture, not the trivial picture, small things in your life. When the bigger picture is taken care, smaller things are already taken care. If you are so worried about small pinpricks in your life, then you never will get to see the bigger picture. Brahma means big. Achara means you have to establish in yourself to think something lofty, something noble. The great visionaries, difference between the visionaries and great leaders and ordinary people like us, we have a tunnel vision. Our head is always down. I am only worried about what happens, what is for tonight's dinner, what is for tomorrow. I am only worried about tomorrow. A leader is the one, he can think of what is for 10 years ahead, 20 years ahead, 50 years ahead, 100 years ahead. That person thinks like that. And Indian President Abdul Kalam ji, that he had a vision for India 50 years from now, where it should be India. Our Modi ji also has that type of vision, where it should be, where we have to go, where we are heading. And if you do not have that roadmap, the goal, then how can you navigate? I have given our teachers training also, I have given the assignment for them to think beyond the day-to-day thinking. Think something for for when you are 75 years. Plan yourself now itself. I gave the assignment. I wanted them to raise their vision. They start brahmachari. Think big and work towards that one. Brahmachari vrate sthitaha. You have to, not only that, some people only talk big. The talk of, oh banana, ye banana, I want to do that one, I want to do that one. It is not only the talking, you have to implement also. You have to take care of implementing that part. It is an achievable and you have to work towards fulfilling. Not only in the pen and paper, and I have given an assignment. My teacher is harassing me that I did not submit the assignment. For the teacher's sake, one student said, I am not interested, but somehow I will do some work and give it to you. only to please. It is not for, I am not interested in that vision, and I don't believe in big things, and for satisfy you I will submit. People thinking that way, that it is not the best in you never will come out. Brahmachari vrate sthitaha. You have to be established in that one. Mana samyamya. Calm your mind. Integrated mind. Mana samyamya and calm mind where you have to focus. Focus, never equate God to yourself. And I am God. Many people they talk about, they literally translate aham brahmasmi means I am God. And never equate yourself to the something ultimate. Never equate. And when the Supreme Lord manasamyamya machito, and Sri Krishna says you bring your mind to the ultimate. Think of that one ultimate. You have to, when I think myself is the ultimate, there is no progress for me. There is no room for me to grow in my life. When I have a differential, where I have to reach, then only I can move up. If there is no differential, when I equate myself to this one, where is the progress? Manasamyamya mat chitto. You bring your attention onto me. Mat, Shri Krishna says, mat chitto. Bring your attention onto me as the ultimate. Whatever you want to achieve, that state is there in me. Mat chitto. Yukta asita. And with integrated. When you have the lofty ideal, do not keep changing your goalpost every day. Yesterday my goal was this one. Today I will meditate on this goalpost. Tomorrow I will change on the another goalpost. You are not moving, jumping from one goalpost to another. And yukta asita. And when you think of a goal for your life, what you have to achieve in your life, you are not changing the goalpost. And if you keep on changing the goalpost, you will not reach anywhere. Set the goalpost, and yukta asita mat paraha. Paraha means the highest. Think of me as the highest. Shri Krishna says, whatever I want to achieve, and that is already is there in Supreme Lord. And one who thinks there is no God, and there is no God, and there is no meditation, and I just sit here, just calm the mind. For him, Shri Krishna further talks about, when you think of the Supreme Lord as the highest, I want to achieve, accomplish in Him. Whatever I want to achieve, it is there in Him. And He is the ultimate. He will enable me to achieve whatever I have to achieve in my life. He will enable me. Shri Krishna, asita, sit without changing the goalpost and think of the Lord as the highest. Yunjanevam Sada Atmanam Yogi Niyata Manasaha Shantim Nirvana Paramam Mat samstama adhigacchati yunjannevam sada atmanam yogi niyatamanasah shantim nirvana paramam mat samstadi gacchati yunjannevam sadatmanam yogi niyatamanasah shantim nirvana paramam
nirvāna paramā
मत्संस्थादिगच्छति
matssamstamadigaccati.
Yunjannevam sadatmanam. Shri Krishna in the previous shloka says, and yukta asita matparaha manasamyamya machito. Bring your mind onto me and without changing the goalpost, think of me as the ultimate. What happens when I think the Supreme Lord as the ultimate? And that is in Him. Everything, wherever I have to reach, it is already in Him. That He will help me to enable me. He will enable me to achieve that one. And yunjannevam sada atmanam. One who is established that way. Yogi niyata. Regular practice. Niyata manasaha. Always training the mind this way. Enabling. Sitting for meditation this way. And leading the life this way. Enabling shantim nirvana paramam. And matsamstadi adigacchati. One attains shantim, attains the peace within. Nirvana, nirvana and nirbana. In nirvana, it's a second time it is coming in Bhagavad Geeta. That word, and Buddhism uses that word quite often, nirvana. Nirvana in Jainism also it is frequently talked about. And nirvana, bana means nirvana or nirbana. Bana means body. When the body collapses, and one, that soul that carries that bliss along. That's not only while practicing, that soul enjoys the bliss, not only while practicing, beyond that one also, when the body collapses. Nirbana, shantim nirbana paramam, ultimate bliss. Mat samstadi adigacchati. One attains the unshakable bliss, the bliss of the highest order. Mat samstadi, by establishing, by coming to realizing the goal of the life, one attains the supreme bliss within. Supreme bliss. With the small bliss is there. If I have one gulab jamun, I will say, so beautiful, I am so happy. If I get a coffee, so good, I am happy. And this bliss, it has what I get. If I go get a expensive car, I get a Mercedes of the latest brand, I am so happy. But it has a short lifetime, shelf life. It has a limited shelf life. After few days, that bliss evaporates. Whereas this one, mat parama shantim, mat parama, the bliss of the highest order, it is beyond the shelf life. There is no expiry date for that shelf life. And that person revels in ultimate bliss. Even not only in life, while living, beyond, when the body collapses, that person experiences and revels in that bliss. That bliss is that person revels because that goal, whatever goal, brahmachari, that differential, that person able to close the gap of that differential, he or she attained whatever the goal of the life, and supreme unshakable bliss within. Natyashnutastu na ati ashna astu yoga asti nacha ekanta anāśhritaḥ nachati swapna nacha ati swapna shīlasya jagrato naiva charjuna natyashnutastu yogosti nachaikanta
न चैकान्ता
अनश्नतः
अनश्नतः
न चाति
न चाति
स्वप्नशीलस्य
स्वप्नशीलस्य
जाग्रतो
जाग्रतो
नैव चार्जुन
नैव चार्जुन
नात्यश्नुतस्तु योगोऽस्ति
नात्यश्नतस्तु योगोऽस्ति
न चैकान्त
न चैकान्त
अनश्नतः
अनश्नतः
न चाति स्वप्नशीलस्य
न चाति स्वप्नशीलस्य
जाग्रतो नैव चार्जुन
जाग्रतो नैव चार्जुन
न अति अश्नस्तु one who eats, one who is a glutton, one who has no control over the tongue, or for that person there is no yoga. One who is no control, without that my meal is incomplete. Without onion, my meal is incomplete. Without meat, my meal is incomplete. Without coffee, my meal is my day is not broken. One whose tongue is dominating, without glutton and overeating, or one who never eats anything, always starving. Nai chaikanta anashnataha, never eats anything. Never eats anything. For that person also there is no yoga. Nachati swapnashilasya, one who is always in sleep, always dreaming, daydreaming, always sleeping and lazy. For that person there is no yoga. And one who is awake all the time and hardly sleeps. In the 2 o'clock in the morning, that person is awake, and 4 o'clock, and hardly sleep, and that person also there is no yoga. Gautama Buddha take the cue from this sloka and the following sloka. Come to the center and middle path, not go to the extremities, to eating all the time, reveling all the time, or it's torturing oneself all the time, not eating at all. For that person there is no yoga. Gautama Buddha says, come to the center, balance, and always asleep, always awake, no yoga. Moderation in your life. This is what Sri Krishna is talking about. Gautama Buddha's, it's one of the main teachings of Gautama Buddha also. It's taken from this sloka. And the same, it is repeated. We will touch upon that one again. Yukta ahara viharasya yukta cheshtasya karmasu yukta swapna avabodhasya yogo bhavati dukkhaha. One who is moderate, one who knows what to eat, when to eat, and whom to make a friendship with, and what to do, and when to sleep, when to be awake. For that person, the practice of yoga, practice of meditation becomes a dispeller of grief. Repeat the shlokas we covered. Samam kaya shiro grivam Dharayan achalam stiraha Samprekshya nasikagram swam Dishashchana avalokayan Prashantatma vigatabihi Brahmachari vrate stitaha Manasamyamya machitto Yukta asita matparaha Yunjannevam tadatmanam Yogi niyatamanasah Shantim nirvana paramam ಮತ್ಸಂಸ್ಥಾದಿ ಗಚ್ಚತಿ
ಮತ್ಸಂಸ್ಥಾಮಧಿಗಚ್ಚತಿ
ನಾತ್ಯಶ್ನುತಸ್ತು ಯೋಗೋಸ್ತಿ
ನಾತ್ಯಶ್ನತಸ್ತು ಯೋಗೋಸ್ತಿ
ನೈಚೈಕಾಂತ ಅನಶ್ನತಃ
ನ ಚೈಕಾಂತಾಮನಶ್ನತಃ
ನ ಚಾತಿ ಸ್ವಪ್ನಶೀಲಸ್ಯ
ನ ಚಾತಿ ಸ್ವಪ್ನಶೀಲಸ್ಯ
ಜಾಗ್ರತೋ ನೈವ ಚಾರ್ಜುನ
ಜಾಗ್ರತೋ ನೈವ ಚಾರ್ಜುನ
ಯುಕ್ತಾಹಾರ ವಿಹಾರಸ್ಯ
ಯುಕ್ತಾಹಾರ ವಿಹಾರಸ್ಯ
ಯುಕ್ತಚೇಷ್ಟಸ್ಯ ಕರ್ಮಸು
ಯುಕ್ತಚೇಷ್ಟಸ್ಯ ಕರ್ಮಸು
ಯುಕ್ತಸ್ವಪ್ನ ಅವಬೋಧಸ್ಯ
ಯುಕ್ತಸ್ವಪ್ನ ಅವಬೋಧಸ್ಯ
ಯೋಗೋ ಭವತಿ ದುಃಖಃ
ಯೋಗೋ ಭವತಿ ದುಃಖಃ
ವಸುದೇವಸುತಂ ದೇವಂ
ವಸುದೇವಸುತಂ ದೇವಂ
ಕಂಸಚಾಣೂರಮರ್ದನಂ
ಕಂಸಚಾಣೂರಮರ್ಧನಂ
ದೇವಕೀ ಪರಮಾನಂದಂ
ದೇವಕೀ ಪರಮಾನಂದಂ
ಕೃಷ್ಣಂ ವಂದೇ ಜಗದ್ಗುರುಂ
ಕೃಷ್ಣಂ ವಂದೇ ಜಗದ್ಗುರುಂ